Have you ever felt a quiet joy in your own company, only to wonder if it's normal to cherish solitude as you age? If you've been told you're too reserved or too independent, let me assure you, you're not alone, and you're certainly not missing out. In fact, seniors who find peace in solitude often possess remarkable traits that not only enrich their lives, but may also help them live longer and happier. Solitude isn't about isolation. It's about discovering a deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. In this video, we'll uncover 6 personality traits commonly found in seniors who embrace solitude, traits that reflect wisdom, resilience, and a unique strength many spend a lifetime chasing. These aren't just quirks, they're quiet superpowers that can lead to a more fulfilling life. Whether you've always loved your own space or you're finding solace in solitude as you age, this journey will help you see your quiet nature in a new light. Stick with me until the end, because I'll share a powerful lesson that ties these traits together and shows you how to harness them for a healthier, happier you. Let's dive in. Trait 1, reflective wisdom. Seniors who cherish solitude often have minds like tranquil gardens, where thoughts bloom in quiet moments. They're reflective thinkers, using solitude to explore life's depths, pondering past choices, current joys, and future hopes. Unlike those who race through life, distracted by noise, these individuals pause to process conversations, revisit memories, and seek meaning in the ordinary. Their minds don't just wander, they dig, unearthing lessons from decades of experience. Consider Ellen, 72, who begins each day with a journal, scribbling thoughts about a childhood friend or a recent family gathering. She doesn't dwell in regret, but asks, "What does this teach me about forgiveness or gratitude?" Contrast her with Robert, who thrives in social clubs, his days packed with chatter, but his thoughts rarely diving below the surface. When Ellen speaks, her words resonate, shaped by hours of quiet reflection. This reflective wisdom isn't aloofness, it's a commitment to understanding life's tapestry. My grandmother, at 85, was much like Ellen. She'd sit by her window, sipping tea, her eyes tracing the horizon. Later, she'd share stories that wove together decades of insight, teaching me that solitude is a classroom for the soul. I remember her saying, "Quiet lets you hear your own heart." Her reflective habit kept her mind sharp, her spirit calm. Research supports this. Reflective thinking reduces stress by processing emotions, lowering risks of anxiety-related conditions like hypertension. It also enhances cognitive function, helping seniors stay mentally agile as they age. This trait offers practical benefits for health and relationships. By reflecting, seniors avoid bottling up emotions, which can strain the heart and immune system. They gain clarity to navigate conflicts, like a misunderstanding with a grandchild, with patience and insight. To cultivate this, try journaling for 5 minutes daily, noting one lesson from your day, or sit quietly asking, "What am I grateful for today?" These small acts build a reservoir of wisdom, reducing mental clutter and fostering peace. Reflective seniors don't need crowds to validate their thoughts. They trust their inner compass. This mental self-sufficiency shields them from external pressures, like societal expectations to stay busy. Instead, they find joy in solitude's stillness, where ideas connect like stars in a clear night sky. If you've ever lost track of time pondering a memory or a dream, you're not withdrawing. You're cultivating reflective wisdom. This trait doesn't just enrich your inner world, it strengthens your health, steadies your relationships, and lights a path to a longer, happier life. Embrace it and let your thoughts be your guide. Trait 2, emotional resilience. Seniors who embrace solitude often radiate emotional resilience, a strength that shines like a lighthouse through life's storms. They don't depend on constant calls, visits, or praise to feel complete. Their peace flows from within, steady and self-sustaining, like a spring that never runs dry. This isn't about avoiding connection, but about building an inner foundation strong enough to weather any silence. Take Susan, 78, who greets each morning with a walk through her garden, a simple breakfast, and a favorite novel. She adores her family, but doesn't hinge her happiness on their attention. Contrast her with Diane, whose mood dips when her phone stays quiet, her joy tethered to others' actions. Susan's resilience grew through hardship, losing her husband, facing health scares, and learning to find joy alone. She discovered that even in solitude, she could nurture her own spirit. I once met an 80-year-old man, Mr. Thompson, at a park. He'd lost his wife years ago, but found solace in painting landscapes and writing letters to his grandchildren. His smile was warm, his calm infectious. "I learned to be my own best friend," he told me, his eyes bright with quiet strength. That resilience wasn't loud, but it was powerful, drawing others to his steady presence. Research highlights why this matters. Emotional independence lowers cortisol, a stress hormone linked to heart disease and depression. By not chasing external validation, these seniors avoid emotional swings that tax the body. They know love isn't measured by frequent visits, but by the warmth of connection when it happens. This steadiness protects their mental health, reducing risks of loneliness-related illnesses. For seniors, emotional resilience also strengthens relationships. By not overreacting to a missed call or a quiet day, they foster trust and ease with loved ones. To build this, try a daily ritual. Brew a cup of tea, listen to soft music, or write a gratitude list. These acts reinforce your inner calm, making you less reliant on others' actions. This trait takes time to forge, often through seasons of loss or change. Yet it's a gift. Those quiet moments when you realize you're enough just as you are. If you've found joy in your own company, you're not detached. You've built emotional resilience. It's a cornerstone of health, a shield against stress, and a bridge to deeper connections. Let it remind you that your heart is strong enough to carry you through any silence. Trait 3, keen observation. Seniors who love solitude are often life's quiet poets, noticing details others overlook. Their senses, sharpened by silence, catch the flicker of a neighbor's hesitant smile, the rustle of leaves in a breeze, or the way dawn paints the sky. This keen observation isn't boastful, it's a gentle gift, turning ordinary moments into stories that enrich their world. Picture Michael, 70, who spends hours in his backyard, watching birds dart between trees. He rarely speaks, but when he does, he notes a friend's tired tone or an early frost on the grass. Contrast him with Linda, always surrounded by chatter, who misses these subtleties in her haste. Michael's solitude isn't emptiness. It's a lens, magnifying life's quiet beauty. I recall a 90-year-old neighbor, Mrs. Parker, who'd sit on her porch, her eyes tracing the street. She'd later share observations, a child's new scooter, a stranger's hurried step, that wove our community into a vivid tapestry. Her solitude honed Niazbihi Adamodard, her awareness, making her a keeper of small, sacred moments. Once as she noticed my furrowed brow and offered tea, sensing my stress before I spoke. Her quiet attention was a balm. Studies show that such mindfulness boosts health. Paying attention to the present lowers stress, strengthens memory, and slows cognitive decline, vital for aging well. Observant seniors stay engaged, their minds active as they find stories in a cracked sidewalk or a fading photograph. This awareness also deepens relationships. They're the ones who recall your favorite flower or scents when you need a kind word. To nurture this, try a daily practice. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, noting 3 things around you: the scent of coffee, the weight of a blanket, a distant bird's call. This sharpens your senses and grounds you in the moment. Observant seniors don't need constant stimulation. They find wonder in the everyday. Their hearts open to life's subtle rhythms. If you've ever lingered on a detail others skipped, a dewdrop, a memory, a glance, you're not just quiet. You're a keen observer, cultivating a sharper mind, stronger connections, and a richer life. Let your solitude be your canvas, where every detail paints a picture of health and joy. Trait 4, intentional connections. Seniors who prefer solitude are like gardeners of the heart, carefully choosing who they let into their inner circle. They value depth over quantity, savoring a single meaningful conversation over a dozen shallow ones. This intentionality isn't coldness. It's a testament to their self-respect, a recognition that their time and energy are treasures to be spent wisely. Take Barbara, 81, who meets 2 lifelong friends weekly, their talks diving into life's joys, fears, and dreams. These moments leave her fulfilled. Unlike Nancy, who attends every social event but often feels drained by surface-level chatter. Barbara's selectivity was hard-earned. She's known the loneliness of crowded rooms and now guards her peace fiercely, choosing bonds that nourish her soul. I once knew a 75-year-old man, Mr. Carter, who called his daughter every Sunday. Their hour-long talks filled with laughter and honesty were his lifeline. He didn't need a packed schedule. That one connection anchored him. His intentionality shone in small acts, sending her a handwritten note or sharing a recipe, building a bond stronger than any crowd could offer. Research underscores the health benefits. Deep relationships lower blood pressure, boost immunity, and reduce anxiety, while superficial ties can stress the body. Intentional seniors avoid gossip and drama, investing in connections that uplift them. Their small circle, a sibling, a neighbor, a trusted friend, is built on mutual respect, offering support through life's challenges, from health scares to family tensions. To foster this, try reaching out to one person this week with a heartfelt gesture, a call, a letter, or a shared memory. Focus on quality, not quantity. Intentional seniors know that true connection isn't about numbers, but about feeling seen. If you're drawn to fewer, deeper bonds, you're not isolating. You're curating a life of meaningful connection, strengthening your health and heart with every choice. Trait 5, quiet creativity. Solitude often ignites a quiet creativity in seniors, a spark that dances in the stillness. These individuals write poems at dawn, carve wooden figures, or hum tunes in their gardens, finding joy in creation without needing applause. Their solitude isn't barren. It's a sanctuary where imagination thrives, weaving beauty from silence. Consider Margaret, 79, who knits scarves for her grandchildren, each stitch a meditation on love. She doesn't seek praise, the act itself fills her heart. Contrast her with Thomas, whose days blur with TV and errands, his inner world rarely explored. Margaret's creativity blooms in quiet moments, connecting her to a sense of purpose larger than herself. My great-uncle at 88 was a quiet creator. In his basement, he built model ships, their tiny sails a testament to his patience. He rarely showed them, but I'd find him smiling, lost in the process. It's not about the ship, he'd say. It's about the making. His solitude was alive with stories, his hands crafting meaning from wood and time. Studies link creativity to health benefits. It reduces dementia risk, lifts mood, and even extends life expectancy by keeping the mind active. For seniors, creative acts, whether painting, cooking, or storytelling, combat monotony, fostering a sense of accomplishment. They also offer emotional release, helping process grief or joy in a safe, private space. To spark this, try a small creative act daily. Doodle in a notebook, rearrange your flowers, or write a short memory. No skill is needed, just curiosity. Creative seniors don't chase fame. They chase the joy of making, their solitude a canvas for expression. If you find delight in crafting or dreaming alone, you're not a loner. You're a creator, weaving health, purpose, and beauty into your life's tapestry. Trait 6, inner peace. Seniors who embrace solitude often carry an inner peace, a quiet strength that roots them through life's tempests. This isn't tied to religion, but to a deep connection with something greater, nature, memory, or the mystery of existence. They've danced with joy, wept through loss, and learned to embrace life's unknowns, finding steadiness in silence. Take William, 84, who sits by his window each morning, hands folded, reflecting on his past and what lies beyond. His stillness isn't empty, it's a wellspring of calm. Contrast him with Patricia, who dreads silence, her TV blaring to mask unease. William's peace was forged through decades of love and grief, teaching him to sit with life's questions without needing answers. I met a 92-year-old woman, Mrs. Evans, who'd lost her family but found solace in daily prayers and garden walks. Her eyes sparkled as she described the roses she tended, each bloom a reminder of life's cycles. Her peace wasn't detachment but a hard-won gift, radiating warmth that drew others near. "Silence is where I meet myself," she said, her voice soft but sure. Research shows that such grounding lowers stress hormones, supporting heart health and mental clarity. Inner peace reduces the physical toll of worry, helping seniors face challenges like illness or change with calm. Their quiet strength makes them anchors for others, offering gentleness in a harsh world. To nurture this, try a daily moment of stillness. Watch the sunrise, breathe deeply, or reflect on a cherished memory. Inner peace grows in these pauses, shielding your health and spirit. If solitude brings you comfort, you're not retreating. You're cultivating a peace that fuels a longer, happier life, a light no storm can dim. As we've explored these 6 traits, reflective wisdom, emotional resilience, keen observation, intentional connections, quiet creativity, and inner peace, take a moment to reflect. How many resonate with you? These aren't just traits, they're tools for a vibrant life. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Solitude isn't a flaw to fix, it's a strength to embrace. By leaning into these qualities, you're not just aging, you're thriving, crafting a life of depth, health, and joy. Try this. Spend 10 minutes today in quiet reflection, noticing one small detail in your world. A flower, a memory, a feeling. Let it remind you that your solitude is a gift, a space to grow stronger. If this video touched you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Your support helps us create more content to inspire and uplift. Leave a comment below. Which trait spoke to you most, and how will you embrace it? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.